Hey guys! What if I told you by changing one simple lifestyle in your life, you can reduce the risk of spending too much money on clothes expenses? What if I also said you can improve the environment by going green? Would you be interested in doing it? Everyone is familiar with the saying, fashion fade, style is eternal. But how seriously do you consider it when planning your lifestyle in fashion? If you ever heard someone say they're going to go thrifting, you might be wondering what they mean. Simply put, thrifting means to go shopping at a thrift store, garage sale, or even a flea market where you'll find gentle used items at discounted prices. So here's an overview of a thrift store. Let's check the video out. My name is Muhammad Haziq Ammar bin Imran, and I would like to start this speech today with a simple question for the audience. Is something essential in nowadays time? And the answer is yes. It makes our life colorful and changes our life with time. In a way, it adds variety to life, providing an opportunity in trying out something new. Fashion is not restricted only to self-expression only, but also means self-empowerment and confidence. It is an outlook of life. Most teenager and adult finds a variety of excuses to dress up well. It's such a hassle, I don't have enough money, I'm a plain dresser, I don't have time, or I rather wear what I already have. The list could go on and on and on. But Jim Rohn once said, if you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you will find an excuse. With that being said, some of the thrift items are difficult to clean and could potentially carry harmful germs, and it seems unethical to certain people, which is why today I want to give a broad perception towards thrifting. So now, I want to shed some light on a study that was recently published by McKinsey, the State of Fashion 2019 report. This study adds another major contributing factor to thrifting and the benefit of thrifting. In this report, Gen Z and Gen Y are reportedly more concerned about climate changes compared to the older generation, and also 9 in the 10 Generation Z consumers believe companies have the responsibility to address environmental and social issues. So when you thrift shopping, it is highly likely that you may overcome cheap labor and unethical treatment toward the fashion industry worker. There are actual controversy that certain companies such as H&M and Gap regarding the unethical treatment of its worker in an unsafe working condition in the garment factories actually. This is most notably after the 2013 collapse of Rana Plaza in Dhaka, Bangladesh. It also helps you reduce your carbon footprint when you thrift shopping. Actually, it requires a lot of energy and water to manufacture, produce, packaging and distribute new apparel. And the environmental impact of discharging unwanted clothing is also significant to the nature. Individuals in the Malaysia discharge over 60 to 80 pounds of textile trash each year in landfills. This material might take months, not years, or even maybe a decade to totally decompose, and you can help the environment and minimize the waste by purchasing used clothing instead of a new one. In this thrift shopping, it is the epitome of the reduce, reuse, recycle philosophy. So now we know how important thrift shopping in preventing this unethical event is. So now let's talk about how we can make thrift shopping our choices and routines. To be honest, thrifting is something we need to make time and money for, but we just need to consider it rationally. Generally, public figure in fashion actually recommended thrifting as a start in styling up your appearance because it enables you to keep up with the newest trend or express your personality with one-of-a-kind vintage apparel and allows you a truly unique wardrobe. Thrift shopping is like a treasure hunt and you never know what you'll come across. This is an obvious one but important. At normal store in the mall, a t-shirt could cost almost to 50 ringgit, the jeans could up to 100, and a simple sweater could even cost 80 ringgit or more. These actually are just rough estimates, but needless to say, there is no reason to spend so much money on every time you shop. Especially as college student like me and you guys, the value of money is very important, and saving money on clothes makes life that much easier. Thrifting is also one of my all-time favorite things to do. I don't feel as guilty about spending money on thrifting, though I try to avoid going overboard. When you thrift, you clearly can get branded item with a low price, and hence you have more money to spend on other expenses, and it could go to your saving, and why not investing it right? Then some people tend to make an excuse not having easy option and lack of planning. Luckily, I will address these barriers by using some simple strategies for thrift shopping that you can do it by now. The first tip to know what you want and find the thing in your local thrift store, or even nowadays people have access to online shopping. Throughout the years, many thrift businesses increase, and you could also even find this business online on social media such as Instagram, Facebook, or many other apps, as it enables customers to filter the choices based on their personal preference and budget. If you can also sell or trade your pre-loved item, as some of these sellers are looking to trade for personal belonging, so you can take this opportunity to gain clothes wisely and without spending any money. Lastly, a gentle reminder for those starters: be conscious. Sometimes our hunter and gatherer nature return when we waist deep in thrift store, finds our blood is pumping, our eyes dilated, and we're ready to go back to the pants section just one more time. But if you're only buying something that will end up sitting on the floor in your closet until you return it to the thrift store again next month, I advise you don't. Okay? As you can see, thrift shopping does not have to be difficult or expensive. Any of the options above can be made just as fast as it provides you the way you need to start your journey in fashion. Not only you will be giving yourself a brand new appearances, but you will also give a good impression toward people based on your style. I hope we all could implement thrifting in our life, so after this we get a huge benefit in it. So what are we waiting for? Style is something each of us already has. All we need to do is find it. Thank you from me, Muhammad Haziq Ahmad bin Imran, for today's speech.